WCSM's General Store is brought to you by Christine Flynn, your local farmers insurance agent. Orion Saft, the AME Group for all your technical needs. And Buy Now Closeouts, your local discount retailer. WCSM is recorded at 70X7 Studio.
She found something over there.
I did too.
I was digging around in there for treasure. Here, get to the side and let everybody see that great big cleft. Cleft chin.
That chin dimple?
It's the chin. It's a cleft. It's the cleft in the chin.
Cleft.
I mean,
I thought that was musical.
I don't know. That's
treble
I've heard people call it a cleft in your chin.
Okay.
I've also heard it called a butt chin.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Have you heard that? Oh, you got a butt chin too, Carter? God bless you. Sorry. Say hey. Say hey to Carter and Mike.
Hey to the producers.
Hey to the producers. At 70X7 Studio, it's WSM's General Store. Thanks for joining us. No guest this week.
I know.
But you know what? This summer,
Everybody's partied.
You know, we've had a lot of great guests in from the summer over the summer.
Oh,
you know, gosh, Don Fisher, and
starting with Don,
Angelo Pizzo, and Clayton Anderson, and Lloyd Wood, and Jason Fagan, and
Jason,
Griffin Bruce, and
Griffin before that.
Griffin was actually, I think, our first one.
He was the first one.
So we're looking forward to more guests. But today it's just us and you. And you're really the star of the show, just so you know. We can't do it without you. So thank you so much for joining us today. So, so we're just past the nation's birthday, 4th of July. Did you guys do anything fun? So did you do
Always. It's always fun.
So what's your favorite thing to do on 4th of July?
Well, I don't know if it's my favorite. It's what we always do. We go to the Linton Parade.
I have never been to the Linton Parade, and I've heard it's one of the best 4th of July parades, like in the country.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know about the country, but
I've heard that.
No, I've
heard the best in the country, really. Yeah. We were in it a couple times.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's true.
Which made it.
I mean, the best.
There you go.
Well, that was probably the best that year.
I was going to let you say it.
I've been in it as different things. I was in marching band.
Oh, really?
Bloomfield.
Did you clog in it?
I have clogged in it, and I was a trooper. So I'm going through it.
What instrument did you play in the band?
Trombone.
What was it, Sheila?
Do that one more time.
No, that's enough. Mike's already got it on slow.
He's already got it.
Yeah. I just
so you know, I hate all you people. I just hate every one of you.
Nothing's safe.
Because Mike, he doesn't ever do it. You guys all make stupid faces too, but he never shows yours in slow motion. But he always gets me. But that's okay. That's okay. I can take it. I was raised with two brothers. I'm used to that.
Right.
So Linton Parade, I've never been, but I've always heard it's really awesome.
It's very nice.
It's big and patriotic and
people stand for the flag and as it comes by every time.
Well, what do you think about that?
if you've got kids, you can't get any more candy.
Oh my goodness! Came
really?
home. My
you'll get grocery sacks full.
Big time.
Yeah,
now, can
and they pass
throw
out
it?
icicles, frisbees, caps, keychains.
But can they throw the candy?
Yes.
Yeah.
See, they stopped doing that around here a long time ago. Don't throw it. Some kid might run out and get.
Yeah. No, they tried that one year and it didn't work.
Yeah.
No, they throw it.
Yep.
Yeah, You might want to wear eye protection.
I love it when you when they man, and yes, the kids do run for the candy, but they're going like 2 miles an hour.
Right.
I mean, you would think it'd be, I'm not saying accidents can't happen. I don't get me wrong. Of
You try to keep it as safe.
But this is why we can't have nice things.
I know, right?
I mean, really, it's like, come on, folks.
But seriously, the Linton Parade is a very nice parade, and we have a great time every year.
That's awesome. So I've never been there, so that's cool. So, What do you like to do? What's your favorite thing to do on 4th of July?
Well, we've been going out on the boat and watching the fireworks.
Oh,
late at night. That's been kind
now
of
Perry and I have done that before down at Lake Monroe, but it's been a long time since we've done fireworks down there. They still do it. They always used to have a really great display over Lake Monroe. They still do.
They still do. I think they set it up there at the beach.
Yeah.
And we go right across the way there and sit there and watch it all night.
Outstanding.
I think back years ago, before Perry and I had kids, and when we still loved each other.
When life was so great.
When life was so simple then.
There we go.
No, I think we had this little bitty. I've told this story, I think, already on here, or maybe on our radio show. I don't remember, but we had this little bitty cuddy cabin, like a 19-foot little boat or whatever, and I would come home on weekends from Nashville. I lived in Nashville during the week, and Perry was still here, and we'd come home on the weekends, or I would, and that was what we would do. We'd go out on the boat. I can remember one night for 4th of July, we went out on the boat and watched the fireworks, and then actually slept in the boat on the water.
Oh, there you
go. So,
nice. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like I said, back when we liked.
Right.
No, I'm kidding. I love you, honey. I love you. I mean it.
Don't think any different, Perry.
I love you.
Go on.
You know
it's true.
You know it. Stop arguing with me. No, but yeah, they used to do, I've always known them to do a really good display out there.
Yeah.
I think they still do it at Boggs Lake too, down near Lagodi.
I think they do.
Yeah, they've pretty good, decent shows.
There's really a ton of options.
There are.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the neat thing is it does seem like, especially when 4th of July falls, like it did this year, kind of not on a weekend.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a lot of options, different dates too. Like some people do it the 1st or the 3rd, or
there was some Sunday, there's some Monday night.
Right.
You know, that Tuesday, July 4th is kind of what do we do?
Yeah, exactly.
How do we do this? How do we do this?
But
But
I really have to work Monday.
right, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, very good. So, what's your favorite thing to do on 4th of
So
July?
I love the feel of the holiday. Really, the feel of a summer. I don't have to go to work today.
Yeah.
Type holiday, where you're completely off, and we love to get together as a family, and so what we did this time was we had dinner, had a cookout, and then we go up to Edgewood, the high school, and watch them from there.
Oh.
So they've been doing them there for quite some time now. We used to go down to Salisbury.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think they have been anymore.
I was gonna say I haven't been in a while.
They used to go before everybody else, but
Okay.
like on July 3rd.
Yes, we always did July 3rd at Salisbury because my band and
I was going to
played
say,
there.
I think you used to play there.
Yes.
Yeah, Larry Shute was the mayor of Salisbury.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And sadly, we lost him. He passed away a few years back, and even before he passed away, they had stopped. I think because he was the one that really kind of spearheaded that, and
he was a big part of it. Yeah.
He had the band in his backyard, and
Yeah.
he was kind of helped the fire department down there organize it, and they had a really, really good fireworks display.
They
in
did.
Salisbury.
They had a very nice
They did a
display.
really good job.
I missed that down there. I remember going with you and Renata, and I think her parents.
It's a great community
It
event.
really is. It really is.
Did we sit in Larry's yard that year?
Probably.
I think so.
Across the road.
I think so.
I can't remember.
I remember bringing the boys. They were little. But
Yeah.
So
Yeah. They did a good job down there. But
sure did.
They did.
Time has a way, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. And the city of Bloomington used to do fireworks where at the stadium. Or was that right?
I think it was.
Yeah.
It was at the stadium.
Park in the lot.
Yeah.
And then we quit doing it, and AmVets took it over, and then they had to move it to I think the fairgrounds, and then they stopped doing it, and now I think the Monroe County Fairgrounds. Do they actually? I don't think they sponsor it though, do they? Do you know?
Is it during the fair now?
Well, only because
they moved the fair.
They
up.
moved the fair.
It's because they moved the fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
But back, my point was back then it was just the Bloomington fireworks, but now Ellettsville has them, and they have them out at Riddle Point at Lake Lemon in Unionville.
Right.
So a lot of these smaller communities are starting to have their own fireworks too, which is kind of cool.
It is cool. I mean, I love seeing the fireworks, but it's more of a family get together holiday, and not to forget too, something really important happened on July 4th.
Did.
Yes. I mean,
this great nation,
crazy important happened. So,
well, I mean, the birth of this great nation, right?
There you go. Absolutely.
That's
I
thought that was the 76 user.
No. Well, it could be, but no. Because they were my team.
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't know that was for 1777.
Right.
I thought it was for
we've
19.
all got our we've all got red white and blue.
We got our
on.
red, white,
Yeah,
and blue on
yeah,
for 4th of July.
fantastic.
Look at us go.
Look at us.
So, yeah.
Still
So I'm
celebrating.
kind of with you. I haven't gone to parade forever. The boys were little, the last time we took them to the Bloomington parade
Yeah.
here. But I think, just my opinion, not the opinion of the show, but I think the Bloomington parade is a lot different than it was when we
Absolutely.
were growing up.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So
Fact.
we don't go to that one. I've never been to Linton, so we don't even do any parades now. And honestly, we stopped going to the fireworks display too. But we have been blessed. We've got a pool, and so we love to cook out. Garrett, our oldest son, loves to cook, and so we'll usually grill out or smoke something or use our Blackstone. And it's for us, it's about, like you said, family time.
Yeah.
Eating, maybe being at the pool, maybe inviting a few friends or family over and doing. So that's kind of a holiday family get together. For me, 4th of July is that quintessential summer picnic
It really is.
day.
It really is. And
know?
usually it's hot.
Yes.
Right, hotter than the 4th of July.
Yeah.
But usually the sun is out.
Yeah.
There hasn't been a lot of rainy 4th of July's that I remember. There have been some, I'm
Right.
sure, but
Yep.
but usually it feels like the sun's out. It's a beautiful day.
Usually,
Always a
yeah.
beautiful day.
Yeah.
Seems that
It's
way.
just soaking that holiday.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
Sometimes you get some storms come through.
Right.
But yeah, so good stuff. Yeah. So we hope you enjoyed your 4th of July, no matter what you did.
Right.
Yeah.
For sure. So, and before we take a quick break, we want to thank a great sponsor of our show, Farmers Insurance, Christine Flynn. She's been a Farmers Insurance agent for 14 years.
No kidding.
Yes, she knows her stuff, and she's really good at what she does.
Yeah.
Our local farmers agent here in Bloomington, she can help you identify the insurance coverage that best fits your needs, whether it's auto, home, renters, business insurance. There's so much more. She has the knowledge and experience to help you better understand your coverage options. And Chris is really, really good at what she does. Really good. Call her, 812-822-2905. You can also just Google Christine Flynn, Farmers Insurance in Bloomington, Indiana, and you'll be able to find her website. We thank you so much, Chris. Love you. That's where you go get your T-shirt, too, when you win
That's
Trivia
right.
Tuesdays.
Exactly.
So thank you so much. We appreciate it. And stay close. We've got another segment coming up from the General Store.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Chad's Express Lube and Car Care Center is the place that you need to go to keep your car running in perfect order. On the outside chance your car is not running in perfect order, Chad's has a shop over on State Road 46 in Ellisville that'll give you a free estimate and reasonable rates and get your car back on the road. Now, to keep it that way, you need to hightail it over to Chad's Express Lube and Car Care Center located at 1357 South Liberty Drive. You know exactly where that is. That's just right around the corner from Menards. Now, check this out. Every 7th oil change is free. That's right. Absolutely free. I don't think you can get any better than that. Chad's Express Lube and Car Care Center, 1357 South Liberty Drive in Bloomington.
Welcome back to the General Store. Thanks for joining us on this, Friday after 4th of July. We hope you had a great 4th of July. So we've just discussed what we all did or enjoy doing on 4th of July. We hope that you and your family had a blessed 4th of July as well. So what do y'all have any funny, like you were raised with all brothers. You were probably a rotten brother. Yeah, and probably a little wild from you got that from your mother.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure. And I don't know, I bet you probably were a pretty good kid because your dad, Uncle
Pretty
Jimmy,
good kid.
was probably pretty strict,
Yeah.
I'm guessing,
My-
and your mom.
Yeah, my dad and his dad were a lot alike.
So,
yeah.
and I was never one to play with fire, like, so to speak, but I bet all of you have some pretty good 4th of July stories, like mishaps or things you did on purpose.
I haven't lost any fingers yet.
Yes.
Yet. But the only story...
Some
and
near misses.
I wasn't really involved, but I stood back and watched it, and it was hysterical, and I'm glad no one got hurt. And
Right.
we do not condone this,
No.
just so you know.
No, we just like to hear about
We
it.
just like to
we
laugh
just like
about
to,
it.
yeah. But I can remember, so it was way back in the day when it was one of my first bands probably, because I want to say Rob McConnell was playing drums for me and Craig was probably playing bass. It was early on, but I can remember we'd had rehearsal. We used to rehearse out at my mom and dad's house because I was still living out there, obviously, at the time. And so we'd had rehearsal, and we ended up after dark, everybody was loading up to go home, and had a firecracker. They had a firecracker war where it was dark, so it was kind of like a hide and seek deal. But they'd take like the full packet of fireworks and light them, and then they'd sneak up on somebody and they'd throw them behind them.
Yeah.
It was
sounds
so wrong.
Yeah.
It was a blast, but it was so wrong. Don't do
sounds-
it.
No pun intended. It was a blast.
Right.
Yeah.
It sounds unsafe.
It
Just to
was
me, it's just
completely unsafe.
unsafe.
But when the person got caught and the fireworks went off, it was like. I was like, it was so. It was
How was that?
hilarious. I'm not doing that again.
Oh, come on.
But
Wait till I
so,
like these fireworks.
so funny, so funny. So, do you have any stories like that?
No.
No, I will say this. I was raised with two brothers, older brothers, and
Yeah.
so I was always kind of a tomboy. So I never threw firecrackers at each other, but
Yeah.
I did do the bottle rockets where you'd hold them and shoot them up in the air. That was about as exciting as it got for me.
Why did you do that?
Shoot 'em at each other.
Exactly. Perfect targets.
Would you shoot them at people?
Sure.
Yeah.
Did anybody ever get hit?
Well, sure.
Usually on the backside because they seen what was coming at them.
And they ran?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Big time. But
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you get hit with one?
I'm sure.
Did it hurt? You don't remember? Not bad enough that you remember it, apparently.
Right.
Nah, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
you know, it's
So what about you?
Not anything like that. I did. No.
You never threw shot?
No. The only thing I remember throwing was those little snap
oh yeah.
thing. You know, you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Like a
and
snap
that was
pop
like
kinda
all
thing.
year, but there was one 4th of July. I think it was 4th of July that we had family visiting, and this is when we were in Knightstown in Henry County, and one of us had a kite, and the kite, we had some extra string with it, and somebody knew how to tie a knot, and the kite just kept getting higher and higher and higher. Literally, we kept going back. There was like this little grocery store like half a mile away, and we kept going back to get more kite string. I was 7 or 8 at the time, but this is a vivid memory. It was like around 4th of July. I think that's why they came to visit. But literally, it got so high that we could not see the kite anymore. That's how high this got. Yeah, I mean, we get in
That's
trouble for that now.
surprising.
So
because that it would still fly that high.
yeah,
'Cause usually
oh,
you
it
lose
was
your wind.
exactly. But I remember it just kept going, and they took pictures, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. And but yeah, it was neat. But finally, we couldn't see it anymore. I'm assuming it, took off. But I mean, it got so far away it was hard to even see.
So
But that
what
is a
happened? Do
July
you
4th.
think it broke the string and
I would
floated off?
say
or-
eventually, or somebody just one of the guys just came out and
NASA
cut it
reported.
loose. And,
Yeah.
You may have heard it recently. They shot it down.
It's over China.
hey,
So you guys started it.
you
then.
probably could get in trouble for that now, right? I mean, that's not. biodegradable. You know, I mean, they get upset if you put balloons up in the air that
Yeah.
aren't that way.
I don't know.
So anyway, but that's one of the silly memories that I have. It's vivid in my mind. We just kept going back and buying more string and more string and more string, and it was gone. It was out. So
I wonder how far up that went.
I
That's
really don't know.
really interesting.
I mean, how far can the human eye see? I remember seeing it, and it was just like tiny in the sky. It was that far away.
That's surprising that it flew that.
They used to make kites real good back in the day.
Apparently so.
There you go.
Do you remember that though? Do you remember when spring hit? How exciting it was to go to the store and buy a kite.
Yes.
I'm not sure kids even fly kites.
I
I don't
don't-
even know if they know what they are.
Yeah. And they're made so
Yes,
awful. They're junk. They're just they're plasticky and thin, and you can't really get them up in the sky. But it is neat. It is a cool thing to see that thing get up there and fly and take off.
I remember how exciting it was. It was kites and those little. You had the stick and the little whirly. The windmill. You know what I mean? What are those called?
Whirligigs.
Yeah, whirligigs. I think you're
They're called whirligigs.
Okay.
Is that what it's called?
I thought you were going another way with that. Do you remember the thin little paper wood airplanes that
Loved those too.
You twist them with the rubber band and
Love those too.
Do that impression again. Go. That's the one. That's the one.
That's pretty good.
This was the things, and you'd
You
blow
could
in
use
them.
that sound
You
for a
could
lot of
blow.
different things.
Yeah.
You
Oh
could
yeah,
blow
yeah.
it with-
I know what you're talking about. You stick them down the ground.
Yes, or
Yeah.
you could, or they had handhold ones, and you
Yeah,
blow
yeah.
in.
Or you could.
Those and kites.
They still
that was
make
the
those.
kickoff to
They
spring.
still make those.
They do.
Yeah.
Of course, the
we have
bubbles. Used to
Oh,
do the
yeah.
bubbles.
those. Producers, do you know what those are? Pinwheels.
Pinwheels.
Yeah,
that's it, Mike.
Exactly right.
That's
Thank
it.
you, Mike.
Yes, love those.
Yes.
Green County's whirligig.
Gosh, that brings that
Bring back
brings
some
back
good
so
memories.
many memories of me
Yeah.
as a little girl. Now, see, whirligigs to me
Yeah.
are the little maple tree
The
seats.
helicopters.
Helicopters, but
Yeah.
we always called them whirligigs.
Okay.
okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you what, though, those things get stuck in your back deck boards in between them,
Ain't coming out.
No.
and they're not coming out.
No.
And they're like stepping on a knife.
Yeah.
Like a razor. They hurt so bad.
There's
and
no
they'll-
floss for that, is there?
Yeah, no, there's no floss for that. You can't get them out. I mean, I
No.
guess pressure washer maybe, but
Maybe, but you have to go up maybe the other side too, depending on how far
yeah.
down they get. So
Yeah, there's a lot of those in our back deck, and you cannot walk on our
Yeah.
back deck with
No kidding.
shoes off because they hurt so bad.
wow.
Because they stick up just enough that they literally feel
Yeah.
like a razor. But yeah, so what
Wow.
about you? So what about you on 4th of July?
I don't.
Did you guys ever throw?
Oh,
you
yeah.
three brothers
Oh yeah,
were
we
a
threw fireworks,
nightmare.
but that's
I know
not
you-
even scary. I mean, that's not even a story. I mean, that was just like, okay, we did that.
So you guys probably shoot each other with BB guns and stuff too.
I've been hit in the head with a BB. Yes.
Yes, I figured.
Brett shot me in the head with a BB. We used to kill each other with walnuts too. They lived the green
Yes.
stains. Very nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mom hated them. Of course, you can't get walnut stain out.
So what would you do? They take them like a baseball and chuck them at each other?
Oh yeah.
Those things hurt.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Who
hurt.
got hit the most?
Oh, I don't know. It was even warfare. I mean, it's just whoever got it. You just beat them. Yeah.
I
Green
bet you
walnuts are
three
mean.
were an absolute
Oh yeah, we were terrible. Absolutely terrible. Yes.
hard to deal with.
Wow.
Yes.
Your poor mom.
Yes.
Yeah.
And your dad was probably really busy too, whipping you guys all the time.
His arm got very tired.
I can't imagine.
It's built up on one side.
Yeah.
He's like Popeye,
Yeah.
one arm.
Swing that switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
fantastic.
gosh.
He may have said some bad words around us once in a while.
No. Stop.
You know what though? That's another great memory that I feel. I'm just going to say it. I feel sorry for kids today. I really do. They did not grow up in the
100%.
America that we grew up in.
100%.
And
Yeah.
man, back before.
Used to jump
And
bicycles.
don't get me wrong, I understand we're on social media. You're viewing us
Right.
on social media.
Yeah.
But I love you enough to say I would just as soon not have social media, you not see us, and you be out enjoying your day, not watching social media. I'll be honest with you. America, the
Oh, be
world,
dishonest.
which is why it's hashtag We Miss Mayberry.
Right.
Right?
Exactly.
And but you bring up the walnuts. I'll never forget that too. Going and picking up. We'd have an apron and we'd go pick up all the walnuts and we'd throw them in our driveway, and then we'd drive over them right to get the skins off, and then you'd have it was black walnuts, and then
yeah.
so
Delicious.
so there Yeah, so of course, we always had a gravel driveway. We lived out at the corner of Tunnel and South Shore out in Unionville, just above Lake Lemon, Riddle Point.
You was rich.
That's
you had
where-
gravel.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. So, but we'd throw all of our walnuts in the gravel of the driveway and drive over them, to break them up. But then your driveway would have that great big black stain in the middle of it. You know what I mean? But then, man, you had fresh black walnuts, and I can remember standing at the bus stop out there, and there'd be wild garlic growing, which still is, but people don't know it's out there, you know what I mean? But, of course, I'd pull it out and eat it before I'd get on the school bus. And then I'd go, hi. But I used to love eating wild
Still
garlic.
one Miss Indiana.
Yes, it's still,
Still pulled it off, ladies and gentlemen.
that's right.
Yeah. Now,
I am nothing if not a country girl.
They interviewed you. It's like, what did you do for fun as a girl? I ate garlic.
Wild garlic at the school bus
wild
stop.
before school.
Yep.
She's a shoe-in, folks.
There was a scene in It's a Wonderful Life where Mr. Potter calls somebody a garlic eater. Do you remember this?
No,
I'm not-
but
You right. He was talking about, yeah, that's funny.
that's why I didn't
He
have very
said it-
many friends in
he said-
school.
It took you this long to figure that out.
Yes, it's making sense now.
Yeah, he said it in a bad way.
Yeah,
it wasn't
Oh no,
complimentary.
yeah, that's what hit for me.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, okay.
I bet they all talked about me.
Miss
She
Garlic.
was a garlic eater.
Woo!
I didn't care.
No.
I loved it. I loved it. But yeah, our poor kids, they just don't.
Yeah.
Did you ever play wiffle ball?
Yes. Ghost Man on first.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my
Pitcher's
gosh.
hands. You know,
Sorry?
pitcher's hands. You throw instead of throwing it to the first base, because we never were players, you throw it to the pitcher, and if he gets the ball before you get to first base, you're out.
So we always
Call it
played.
pitcher's hands.
We always played. If you got the ball, it was hit. You catch the ball. You throw it in between the runner and the base, and he's out.
Nope, we always threw pitcher's hands, and if he caught it before you got to the first base, you were out.
Okay. All right. Yeah. It was. That was
No,
fun.
but
I'm
we
teaching
also
Ari.
played
Yep.
dodgeball.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. How did you survive?
I know, right?
Yeah.
Kickball, Red Rover, please send. You can't. I mean, those really are not. I don't think you can play those anymore.
Right. Right.
I saw a meme the other day. I'll clean it up a little bit. It said the PE teacher said, "Okay, kids, we're going to play a game called dodgeball, and if you're really lucky, the guy you don't like is going to be crying in about 10 seconds."
Yeah, you can't do that.
No. Those days are gone. I don't think they do that. I don't think they play dodgeball anymore.
No, I mean, I remember when my kids, and I won't name the school because I don't want them to get in trouble, even though it's been years ago and they may not do it anymore. But when my kids went to a private school,
Right.
They played dodgeball there.
Yeah.
I don't know if they played it in gym class, but the kids went to either before school or after care school or whatever. They played then, but
Right.
Red Rover.
I don't think they play that.
don't
I mean,
know.
because that's like clotheslining people. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I love that. I was raised a boy. I mean, really, I was a tomboy. So I was raised with two very mean brothers.
Well, I remember your Easter egg story too. Something about a.
Oh yeah, we dropped it in the sewer. Yes. Hey, if you want
We
the
never did that. I was
How
thinking-
bad you want the money?
The
You
best
taught
part-
me on that one.
the best part was I think there was only like $5 in it or something. I mean, it wasn't much, but there was only one. And
But in 1976.
yeah, I mean that's a lot.
That's a crappy story.
That's.
Yes.
I knew we'd get him going.
I
there.
know.
You knew me, you'd get me done.
I knew he'd get him going.
Yeah.
And anyway, so a lot of great memories come
Oh,
up
love
for
it.
4th of July.
Yeah,
and,
it's
and,
such a special
And the
time.
science experiments though that you do in the summer.
On that note,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Mike, our producer, saying it's time to go.
yeah, you probably are.
No, you go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you're right.
You ever heard of M80s?
I've heard of them.
Yeah.
Heard of them.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I don't know who it was, but anyway, some kids that would throw those in the mailboxes and shut the door.
Oh,
yes.
Blow the backside. off.
Yeah.
That's always
Science projects. I like the way you put that.
Exactly.
Science
Much
project
pressure.
or a federal offense?
Probably.
Yeah, maybe, whatever. I mean, kids can't have fun anymore.
Right. That's why I can't have fun. All these laws.
I know. I don't get it. I
Right.
don't get it. But
We got off track,
regardless,
didn't we?
I will say this, and I think I am speaking for the group when I say this. Even though this is not the America we grew up in, America is still the greatest nation in the world.
Amen.
And I do believe that she always will be.
Yeah.
And so we thank God for that because I believe this country was God chosen and God ordained and God anointed. And so thank you, Heavenly Father, for the United States of America. And we pray that you will deliver her and bless her once again.
Yes.
So thank you so much for joining us on this edition of The General Store. If it's the Lord's will, we'll see you back in here next week. WCSM's General Store.